Yeah, I think this is definitely two base lurkers. Here come the lurkers right now, kind of morphing all over the place. I think that's a form of scout too.
Don't say cholera, Bill!
I wasn't going to. And okay, the zerglings are running around here. They're just getting a scout. They can't do anything against this Medic and Marine build. And there's a confused Hydra trying to figure out how to get past that egg. Wonderful StarCraft, yeah, wonderful StarCraft mechanics at work there. But okay, a large force from Light. I think he's getting ready to move out with this force. I think he's going to have kind of a rude surprise once he sees these lurkers, though. The lurkers are on the high ground. And Light definitely sees this now. And he's getting pincered in here by Jaedong. Jaedong is trying to take out as many troops as he can, but wasn't able to get a whole lot done there. He has his lurkers moving in now, and he's just trying to push Light back to his base. I think Light will be smart enough to run back. But, oh, I thought he was going to try to take on the lurkers there for a second, but not quite. Light is getting up more barracks in the meantime. So this is a straight-up Medic and Marine build from him. He's probably going to get some tanks out soon to try to deal with these lurkers. But a lot of lurkers out here for Jaedong. Jaedong is going to try to contain with these lurkers. But he's going to need some more, I think, before he gets a very good contain on Light and keep Light from getting that third base. Man, a lot of lurkers there. And we all know what lurkers do to Medic and Marine forces, especially without science vessels in the area. Spire finally coming up for Jaedong. So that could mean, that probably means he's going for some Scourge to deal with upcoming science vessels. And I haven't seen if the science facility is actually up for Light or not, though. Light, in the meantime, he can't move anywhere. Okay, science facility not out for him, but he can't move anywhere with all these lurkers around. He has nothing to see them with except for scan. Looks like he's trying to be aggressive and run those lurkers out of there, but he's not going to be able to move out anytime soon.
Yeah, sorry about the interruption. Jaedong might be thinking of trying to get Light into some sort of lurker trap, trying to get lurkers into a position where Light wouldn't scan before running into, because I have seen the the factory up for Light, so I assume he's gonna turn that into a starport, into a science facility, into science vessels. Although now he is moving out with those medic marine groups. He's being pretty aggressive, and there's not really much to defend at Jaedong's position. He's just gonna have to follow them. Although there are a couple lurkers and some zerglings there too. If they get into proposition, should be able to defend. An evolution chamber also coming up now for Jaedong. Has 3 remaining bases at this point. A couple lurkers there, almost getting caught, but no. And Mutalisks now out. I almost said vultures. What the hell? Mutalisks now. I think that's 5 or 6 or 7 Mutalisks, and with forces on the ground as well, he should be able to do this pretty well. Lurker, of course, being a very good strategy against Terrans. And no, he's actually going to just move in with those Mutalisks underground. There's actually no air defenses in the natural. There are a couple of turrets in the main, but nothing else there. We're going to see what this managed to do. Oh my god, this Mutalisk harassment could be very effective. There's just going to move in right now, take out one to see if he's going to take out one turret there. Should be able to focus on the other turret as well. There's nothing but one Marine there to defend. A couple of Marines there as well. It's going to be able to take down. The second turret is going to go down. There's going to be able to focus on some Marines. Marines now finally going in. Some SCVs getting down. Oh, another turret just manages to get down. Instantly gets taken down, though, before it manages to do much damage. Some Mutalisks are still damaged. Another a lot of stuff going on. Oh, man. A lot of very good harassment there. Oh, man, almost choked on my own spit.
Yeah, Jaedong is trying to get some good harassment here with these Mutalisks, but I don't think he's going to get a whole lot done with the amount of medic marines that are in here. He'll be able to take out some marines, sure, but I don't think he's going to snipe too many SCVs. I don't think he should try either. I think he needs these Mutalisks to attack the ground forces of Light if he tries to move out again, which it looks like he's getting ready to do. It looks like he still has a ton of lurkers around. He's spreading his lurkers out, going to make sure he can defend his mining bases, and he might be thinking about taking another mining base soon enough. And he might be thinking about going in here. He's grouping a lot of forces, his Zerglings in the middle, and his lurkers. So we could be seeing a big push from Jaedong here. The Hive already coming out, so I think he's going to switch to Defiler tech. And I don't think he has enough bases for Ultras at this point, but I think he will go for Defiler tech. And Light finally has his tanks out here. He's going to try to move out. But he needs a vessel in here. He needs a science vessel to see these lurkers. I don't think scan's going to be enough for him. Jaedong going in with a huge attack here. But Light does a pretty good job of retreating. He's going to lose these tanks, though. The tanks go down, so he's stuck with Medic and Marines again. And another tank being sniped by Jaedong. So Jaedong is completely getting rid of these tanks, and he's taking out the bunker, and he's completely going into the natural expansion right now with his entire force, and he's keeping those lurkers there at the choke. Well, those lurkers going down, but he kept them there to try to keep those Marines from running back. And he's just taking out everything here. GG from Light. Light had no way of getting back in his base with that Medic and Marine force. Wow, that was incredibly aggressive play from Jaedong. And Jaedong is moving into the round of 16, but Light should not feel bad about the way he played. And he shouldn't feel bad about losing too, because I was going to make this announcement that Batoo has actually withdrawn from the OSL because of a slipped disc, some kind of injury. So, because there is an open slot in the OSL, the promoters of the OSL have decided, hey, that's a golden opportunity to have a lot more matches. So they're going to have every second place winner playing a round robin, which there's no way I'm going to cover all of those. I might cover some of the matches. But yeah, Bisu has a chance to get back. Much has a chance to get back. Fire Fist, after that epic premature GGO from Batoo, he has a chance for revenge there. But yeah, so Light definitely has a chance. He's going to be in that second place round robin too, so he has a chance to move up and get some revenge on Jaedong here. Jaedong fans rejoice. This has been Nuke and Ranchin. Thank you for joining us today. Hey guys, welcome back. We're not gone yet. We're going to do a little bit of post-game analysis here. I always have the tendency to end games very, very quick because I have nothing to say at the end. But Ranchin, he always keeps things rolling, and I think it is best to keep things rolling with a dual commentary. So what were your thoughts on that match, Ranchin, and the series in general?
Well, the series in general was very good. Light, despite losing, played very well. He's a player you kind of tend to forget because he doesn't get a lot of limelight, doesn't get a lot of spotlight. Yeah, but he is pretty much the ace player of MBC right now. C has fallen from grace a little bit. So all in all, put up a very good performance. In the third game, he pushed out a little bit, but got his tanks completely crushed, out of position. Jaedong just used a perfect timing attack, moved in with his Lurkers at exactly the amount of time, just went right in, burrowed them. There was no science vessel. If there had been a science vessel there, Jaedong might have been not as successful. Light might have been able to, I don't know if he would have kept those tanks alive, but definitely would have been able to push Jaedong right back. We could have had a longer game. I think Jaedong was getting ready possibly to go for queens. I don't know, at 3 bases, I don't know if that's really enough. It's definitely not enough for Ultralisks, and not enough for full upgrades, but maybe get his Defiler out there. But he could have gone for queens rather than go for Hive Tech, so it would have been an interesting game. But all in all, well played by Jaedong, and just despite losing that second game, he put up good performances everywhere.
Yeah, I would have been interested to see how the game would have gone if Light had gone for a mech build all 3 times, or 2 times. If he had gone for the first game, who knows, Jaedong might have lost. The mech build is very, very strong, and I don't think that Zergs really have the counter to it yet. Even Jaedong doesn't have the counter, although he did try something a little bit new. The 2 Spire build, well, it's not really new, but it's new against a mech build. Trying to get those Mutalisk upgrades out there as soon as possible so the Mutalisk don't get absolutely destroyed by the Goliaths. They'll be destroyed, of course, but at least they'll be able to pick off some tanks in the meantime. I was very impressed in that last game, the way he picked off the tanks. He did a great job picking off those tanks, and I think, as you said, that was the deciding factor. Took out the tanks, and there was nothing to deal with the Lurkers at all. And, wow, I'm very impressed by Jaedong, and I think he's going to get to the semifinals. I don't know if he'll get to the finals or not of this OSL, but of any of the Zergs, by the way, there are more Zergs now in the OSL than any other race. Of all the other Zergs, I think he is the best Zerg that you can count on to move up to the semifinals, and maybe even the finals. We'll see.
Yeah, let's just keep our fingers crossed for a good Zerg OSL, and we could have your dream happen, a ZVZ final. Keep your fingers crossed.
Woohoo! I would love a ZVZ final. Even though it's basically kind of boring because you only see the same units, it's just so fast and fun and so rare. I've only seen one CVZ final. I think it was Savior versus Silver, and that was MSL, I think. But yeah, it was just, it's a blast. I wouldn't want to buy tickets to those because it'd be over in 20 minutes, but I'll be more than happy to watch a CVZ OSL final.
Yeah, OSL for first time in a long time, looking to turn out very fun. So yeah, good matches all in all. GG, branching out.
Freaking GG. Nuke out. Peace.